refocus because they've got six-man tag team action coming up against these three men, Knight, Cruz, and Andrade.
They're kicking things off with the fireworks. Knight, Andrade, and Cruz bringing the fight to the new bloodline. Solo spills over the top to the floor. Cruz with a pump kick right on the chin of Fatu.
And it's time to regroup. We got a six-man tag match coming to kick off SmackDown. And Cruz with a drop kick to Tama Tonga.
Apollo Crews, Andrade, and LA Knight all looking for their pound of flesh after several run-ins with this new bloodline. Look at the power of Apollo Crews.
Cruz, a former Intercontinental Champion, a former United States Champion, military press to Tama Tonga. Again, Cruz is one of those attacked a couple of weeks ago when the bloodline assaulted everybody after being embarrassed in their loss inside the War Games structure to the original bloodline.
No absence of malice this week from LA Knight, who went one-on-one with Solo last week, and we saw earlier that devolved in a hurry. Big neck breaker by the Megastar into the cover.
Cover by the former champ and a kick out. Of course, Knight was the champion until Survivor Series when Shinsuke Nakamura arrived to win the United States title. And now here comes Andrade. Andrade with a big chop. He's going to take out the new bloodline tonight. Cruz in off the tag. Double team now coming.
Double back elbow by Cruz and Andrade, covered by Cruz.
And a kick out by Tama Tonga. First time, I believe, that Cruz and Andrade and Knight have teamed together. Makeshift tag team brought together by the attack by the new bloodline.
And thus far, the trio's keeping it relatively simple. They've done their best to cut the ring in half to isolate Tama Tonga away from the Samoan Werewolf and the new Tribal Chief.
And Andrade again in off the tag. Andrade, former NXT champion, United States champion as well. Andrade, oh, nice takedown of Tama Tonga. And here comes Jacob Fatu up over the top rope.
Tag made. Cruz now legal for his team, but keep your eyes on the skies. Andrade's making the climb.
Andrade and Cruz gonna fly.
Beautiful. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The Megastar's lining up Solo, and Solo not gonna fall for that one.
Yeah, Sikoa gonna think twice about it. LA Knight still has not forgotten last week the victory via disqualification over Solo Sikoa after Jacob Fatu got involved.
Apollo Crews now with a front face lock applied on Tama Tonga. Tonga in desperate need of a tag at this juncture.
There's some body shots now in the waist lock to Cruz. Elbow will break that up.
Tag made, unbeknownst to Apollo Crews, but here comes the Wolf. My God, what impact.
This six-man tag team match continues on SmackDown. And we are back on Friday Night SmackDown, and the Tribal Chief, Solo Sikoa, now in this matchup with a big elbow in the face of Apollo Crews. The enforcer, Jacob Fatu, looks on. Solo Sikoa, of course, looking toward the debut of Monday Night Raw on Netflix in Los Angeles in a few weeks when he takes on Roman Reigns. The Ula Fala, the real Tribal Chief, on the line in that matchup in Tribal Combat. Can you imagine, Corey, if Sikoa wins that? That would be the definitive victory over the original Tribal Chief.
We may not have to imagine it much longer. January 6th, it could be reality. Solo Sikoa could be who he has said he is. The new Tribal Chief, the new head of the table, leader of the most dominant faction in WWE.
And now Jacob Fatu, one of the most incredible athletes that you will ever see. Deranged as well. He has been nearly unstoppable, Corey.
And Cole, I got to disagree with you. I don't think Jacob Fatu's deranged. I think Jacob knows exactly what he's doing. He just doesn't care. No regard for human life or well-being.
Remorseless. Absolutely. Up tag made. Here comes Andrade. Andrade looking to pick up the pace now. And Fatu. Andrade able to block. Right hands now by Andrade. Fatu still on his feet. Misses wildly. Down goes Fatu and Andrade rolling. And a kick up by Andrade. And Andrade, Meteor into the corner. Cover now on Fatu. Hook of the leg, kick out at 2 by the Samoan Werewolf. This resilience of the bloodline. Andrade now heads up to the top rope. Looking for the moonsault. Catches him on the second side. Cover! Hook of the leg! Almost had him. Fatu kicks it 2.
Andrade hung up in his feelings a little too long right here. Feeling it was going to backfire on the luchador.
Bloodline reeling for part of this matchup now. Tag made by Sikoa, who can ill afford a loss heading into Tribal Combat in a few weeks. Fatu. Andrade was stopped in his tracks. Double team now. Andrade hung up on the top rope. Back of his head bounced off the apron. And now driven into the ring post. And again, the savage assault by the bloodline.
Solo reminding the WWE Universe that possession is 9/10 of the law, and right now the Ula Fala belongs to Solo and only Solo. As we look again at Andrade being ripped out of the ring in spectacular, painful fashion. Tag made.
And out Jacob Fatu. Andrade sent up, set down, that pump-up Samoan drop by Jacob Fatu. The bloodline looks unstoppable. Corey, this has been a clinic by Jacob Fatu in the bloodline.
I would have used the word massacre. Either would have been accurate. Right now, Jacob Fatu just imposing his will, having his way with a fallen Andrade. Taking out Apollo Crews while you're at it.
The enforcer of Solo Sikoa's bloodline. Into the corner, Andrade moves out of harm's way and has an opportunity. Desperately needs to make a tag. A former United States champion, LA Knight. So close, Andrade trying to drag himself to the corner and make a tag.
Smart move by Fatu, trying to keep at least one hand on Andrade's body. Trying to prevent Andrade from making the tag to LA Knight. He is fingertips away.
Able to step up Enziguri. Startles Fatu. And the tag made to LA Knight, and here's Knight now. LA Knight with a big clothesline to Tama Tonga. Now a clothesline to Fatu knocks him out of the ring. And LA Knight now backs it up into the corner. Solo Sikoa. Nobody home. Neckbreaker by Knight. Tag. Double team coming. Apollo Crews. Top rope. Splash. Cover. Kick out by Tonga.
Crews wasting no time trying to transition into this crossface submission.
Now an LA Knight drives Fatu right over into our laps.
Tama Tonga trying his best to hang on. Crews is... Wait, it's Nakamura! It's Shinsuke Nakamura! Where the hell did he come from? The United States champion!
U.S. champion Shinsuke Nakamura assaulting LA Knight. A sneak attack.
Solo able to break up the submission attempt. Now Andrade putting hands on Solo. Down goes Andrade back out to the floor. Solo, a one-man wrecking crew at the moment. dragging Tama Tonga to the Bloodline corner, tagging himself in, the new Tribal Chief, Good Night Cruz.
And now Solo Sikoa with a spinning solo, planting Apollo. And a Samoan spike. Cover by Sikoa. Win for the Bloodline.
Here are your winners, the Bloodline.
Roman Reigns, are you paying attention?
He better, because he's got tribal combat with that man in a couple of weeks on Netflix.
So first we see Nakamura come out of nowhere and drop LA Knight with a Kinshasa. But Solo Sikoa found a whole new gear in the closing moments of this matchup. That may have been the most ferocious I have ever seen Solo in his young career. And Roman Reigns had better be at the top of his game come January 6th, because Tribal Combat awaits.
The Ula Fala is on the line. Who's the real Tribal Chief?